Hello, happy Tuesday. I told you I'd see you next Tuesday. Don't forget, drop me a like in down below before we kick off. Appreciate that very much. A little reminder, don't forget your regular viewers. I always appreciate that. Or if you're watching these videos for the first time, a little like, a little click of the button always helps me out greatly. So I'd appreciate that very much. Oh, that's gone a bit mental over there. And also as well, if you're feeling okay out there, just drop me a comment and smiley face, thumbs up. Let me know how you're doing. And if you want to get involved in our next 6-week transformation program for our women's only group fitness program, which is outdoors, all you need to do as always is comment below with 6 weeks, or you can drop me a message via the page and we can have a chat to see if and how we can help. And on that note, as always, one of the conversations that we were having at boot camp this morning was one of the ladies was talking to another lady who's been coming quite a while about sort of struggling a little bit with certain things, which is perfectly normal when you start something new. Now, not been with us that long. We've had a few people join us this year because of the situation, which is obviously great because we want to help people, we want to get people involved, we want to make things accessible. And that's what fitness should be. Fitness should be accessible for people. And that's what we should be focusing on as an industry, rather than thinking that everybody wants to elicit beast mode and everybody wants to get sort of, amped and pumped. Really, we should be making fitness accessible and making more people feel like they can improve their health, both physically and mentally, which is what we're trying to do. So anyway, so the really, really hard bit of any sort of starting anything new is turning up. So I said to her, look, you've done the hard bit, you've turned up. And if you keep turning up, particularly when things aren't exactly favourable, because let's be honest, if I said to you, you've got to turn up at 6 o'clock in the morning in a park in the dark when it's a bit wet, would you want to do that? Most people would say no. Funnily enough, on the flip side, though, a lot of those people would also turn around and tell you how they hate the fact that they're fat and miserable and all the rest of it. That's a different conversation for a different day. But I said to her, look, you're doing the hard bit, you're turning up, and that is the hard bit. The hard bit is turning up. So whatever it is, whether it be first day at school, first day at a job, first date on a relationship, first whatever, it's the turning up that's the hard bit. Once you're there, you find that actually things start to get a little bit easier and manageable. And that's where a lot of people forget. They look for all these complex theories about themselves and exercise and diets and change and all these complex, abstract things. You just got to turn up and keep turning up. Like for me, I've got very little patience for nonsense because I've been turning up for 15 years. So when I started losing my weight over 5 stone, kept it off since that time. Quit smoking, done all those things, but gone from being, an 18 stone, 20 Benson a day smoker to 28 to being, in the best shape of my life in my 40s, my early 40s. I've got a lot of empathy. I understand the journey people are on, and I understand how hard it is to turn up. But I've got no sympathy for nonsense, because you've just got to turn up. You've got to, when people come to me and start giving all the shiny objects, I found this new product, I found this new system, it's fine. But if you stop turning up, it doesn't matter how cool it is at the start. So if the message is twofold today, the first message is, if you are turning up, give yourself a massive pat on the back for that, because that's the most important thing. And if you're still turning up to whatever it is you're doing, whether that be walking, whether that be running, cycling, jogging, swimming, gym, whatever, fitness program like ours, fantastic. If you're turning up, trust me, you're doing the hard bit, and you need to give yourself a big pat on the back for that. Trust me on that. That's the second thing. And the second thing is, if you are struggling and you want help and you feel a bit lost, you've got to find something that makes it easy for you to turn up to and accessible, because we get better by doing things. We don't get better by trying really hard things and failing. We get better by doing things consistently. So if that means starting off at a level that others might think is easy, that's absolutely fine, because you're doing something and you're turning up. And if you turn up, you'll get the results over time, and it's as simple as that. It really is as simple as that. There's no other thing to it. But what you've got to do is you've got to find a way to turn up. Thanks, Adam. You've got to find a way to turn up. It's as simple as that. So if you want my help or our help, there's 2 ways to do that. You can either comment below with 6 weeks if you want to get involved in our women only group fitness program. That's the first way. I'm also in the throes of putting together a brand new coaching program, online coaching program, which isn't an exercise program, and it is going to be designed for people who've got some serious weight to lose, so sort of 3 stone plus. Women only, of course, that's who I work with, that's who I specialise working with. So basically, if you want to get involved in that program, all you need to do is comment below with yes, or drop me a message, and we'll have a chat about how it's going to look. So I'll be looking for some guinea pigs on that to test it out, to see, to get some results at a bit of a discount as well. So that's something that's in the throes. watch this space. And as always, guys, don't forget, drop me a like in down below. I would always appreciate that. A comment's fantastic. If you want to share this video with anybody that you feel it might help, fantastic. Or tag anybody in, that's also very good as well. Have a good Tuesday.